Warning. What follows is a 10-minute-long video wherein an emotionally compromised 20-year-old man proceeds to viciously attack a thing that other people happened to enjoy more than he did. While that's going on, feel free to go outside and scream at the sky, because it's just as valuable and contributory as whatever the hell this is.
I'm Dane, and this is No Good. It's no secret that the Transformers movies are, they're fucking terrible, or at least widely regarded as such. Not to say that people who enjoy them are terrible. Jury's still out on that, if I'm honest. The constant objectification of women, and most recently underage women for some goddamn reason.
You've got a pre-existing juvenile foundational relationship. Statute 2705-3.
What? Texas statute?
You disgust me.
To baffling story decisions and a total and complete misunderstanding of what it was that drew people to Transformers or even movies in the first place. It's a wonder this franchise has endured to put out 5 movies over the span of 10 years. Think about it. These movies have lived on to see 3 different Spider-Man franchises, 2 Batmans, and 2 Supermans. I mean, that's bananas. That's bananas. There are many problematic things about these movies. The most recent one which struck me were Paramount executives' comments about what supposedly makes a movie great or important or an event.
The bigger the film, the more important it is to go to the theater, and Transformers are big films.
Lorenzo, that's not a movie you're describing, that's a hostage situation. Are you seriously trying to tell me that I have to come see this movie because of how expensive it was? I don't owe you anything, Lorenzo! Thankfully, we may be seeing the end of this trend, or at least the beginning of the end. There seems to be a bit of a departure from this bigger means better mentality, with even superhero cash cows taking a hint and focusing on smaller, more personal climaxes. That's not to say you can't have a world-ending crisis in your movie, but rather instead, how about not having every movie be about a laser that shoots up into the sky and everybody's looking up and they're like, oh gosh, what do we do? And then having government agents going, oh my god, and having buildings explode all the time because we've already seen that so many goddamn times. Oh no, the CGI Eiffel Tower got blown up. Oh no, the CGI pyramids got blown up. Who cares anymore? As blockbusters continue to mature and evolve in numerous ways, the Transformers franchise seems to be actually fighting against the trend, as if actually being an okay movie is completely unthinkable to them. It's strange to consider that these movies may have an innate fear of actually being good, when they clearly are not afraid of putting things like this on the screen.
What are we gonna do with this shrimp taco?
No, just bumper capping his ass, throw him in the truck, and then nobody gonna know nothing, not me.
Yeah, not in my trunk.
Yo, bumper cars? Check it out. I'm hearing you, okay? I'm right here, and I can hear you. No one's popping any caps in any asses, okay? I've had a hell of a day.
Why don't you get a haircut with your bitch ass?
Go whine to your boyfriend.
On the whole, these movies seem to be immune to criticism, as each installment continues to make the same mistakes, and somehow makes them worse. Optimus Prime goes from delivering memorable speeches about fate and destiny and choice and freedom.
Why are we fighting to save the humans? They're a primitive and violent race. Were we so different? Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Sam, fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing.
To whatever the hell this is.
We will kill them all. I'll kill you!
At least in the first 3 movies, Optimus Prime's character was consistent. Now, on the turn of a dime, he wants to kill all of humanity, or is otherwise indifferent to them. Just take a look at this scene.
You defend my family. Or die.
You just want to die for the guy. That's leadership. Or brainwashing or something.
No. That's Optimus Prime.
He literally threatens their lives, and the other Autobots go, well, that's just Optimus Prime. Wow, so inspiring. Yeah, great role model.
I'll kill you!
This gets me into another problem. Just who are these movies for, exactly? Transformers is traditionally a children's property, but here we are watching a robot hump Megan Fox's leg.
Say my name, say my name.
You disgust me.
Hey, remember Devastator? That one cool big guy who you could combine all those little guys to make him, the Constructicons? Well, did you want to see his balls? Because here you go. Why would he even need those? Why? Hey, what about that cool T-Rex guy, Grimlock, you know? Grimlock, the most beloved Transformers character from the original canon? In fact, you know, bring in the whole gang of Dinobots, except, you know, fuck that, let's just call them Legendary Warriors or some other bullshit. How is that better than Dinobots? These movies are completely at odds with their own nature. It's like they reject embracing all the fun, weird, retro stuff from the 80s cartoon and instead inject itself with other dumber, weirder things that weren't even from the original canon. Like, what's this stuff about knights and King Arthur and Merlin, and apparently Merlin got his magic from a Transformer? The Last Knight? What the fuck does that have to do with Transformers?
You disgust me.
We're 5 movies in, and the only thing I know about Megatron is that his name is Megatron because he can't seem to say anything else for 2 goddamn seconds. We don't even get a chance to know this guy. Like, I think we would actually care more about what he was doing if we actually cared more about him, don't you think? No, let's just show more of Jetfire farting. The humans in these movies, first of all, are completely unlikable, and second of all, are barely even characters. But the thing about the Transformers is that they're not even characters. They're set pieces with catchphrases.
You feeling lucky, punk?
You know, even for a movie property based on a children's cartoon and toy line, these movies are completely, insultingly juvenile. They refuse to take themselves seriously, and not even in a fun way like Marvel. It's mind-numbing. Some would say that I'm expecting too much from these movies, that I should just enjoy the mindless fun and take it for what it is. But here's the thing, they're not fun anymore. They're exhausting. They're 2.5-hour exercises in mediocrity that we don't need to keep punishing ourselves with. Paramount itself seems so deluded about this franchise that they even seriously submitted Transformers: Age of Extinction for Best Picture. Apparently this...
Insurance? It's a freaking spaceship. You go get insurance on a freaking spaceship. Good luck with that, buddy. Is your car? Huh?
Is Oscar material. You might enjoy these movies, and that's fine. You're just wrong.
I'll kill you!
If these movies are truly as despised as they appear to be, then why are they still so successful? Who is giving Paramount money to make more of this shit? Who is it that wants to watch a robot hump Megan Fox's leg? A 10-minute scene that excuses statutory rape in a movie about giant fucking robots, while continuing to sexualize the teenage daughter character for the next 2 hours. Who is it that demands to see more of their psycho killer Optimus Prime? Who actively supports the outright butchering of any potential these movies ever had for making a statement on leadership, war, foster families, etc., etc., et fucking cetera? Who is it that sees this and says,
Genius.
Well, to find an answer to that question, Ranker Insights put together a report with examples of other media that people who aid and abet Transformers also consistently engage with. And boy, is it surprising, and by that, I mean not at all.
You disgust me.
All I want is for these movies to learn, to get better, instead of committing the same atrocities, and they are atrocities, that they always do. Enough weird sexual predatory shit from the main characters.
Well, maybe you should sit in my lap.
Enough product placement, enough pandering to international markets because you know America is onto your bullshit. Just imagine if the Avengers movies weren't about the Avengers. Instead, they were about some guy named Joe who knows one of the Avengers, but the most of the movie isn't about the Avengers doing stuff. The rest of the movie is about Joe being a douchebag while the Avengers do stuff around him. Does that sound like a shitty movie? Because it is a shitty movie. It's called Transformers 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably 5. Hopefully, with Michael Bay finally leaving, or finally leaving as in he said he's going to leave for the past 3 movies, we can get some other filmmakers to come in and actually try to do these characters justice. Imagine if J.J. Abrams did a Transformers movie, Matthew Vaughn, anybody. The bottom line is, bigger is not better. Bigger is boring. I'm Dane, and this is no good. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. If you didn't, you can go ahead and make a 20-minute movie essay video about it. That's what I did. Anyway.
You disgust me.